Hello friends, today we are starting with our 1000 Arabic and English verbs as promised, and today we have our fifth list of verbs. So I'll be going over them and you can let me know in the chat if you know the answer to the question. I'll be asking you how to say a specific verb in Arabic. You let me know. So the first verb is to enjoy. Again, this list is about hobbies, and we are going to check whether you know these verbs or not. So to enjoy, how do you say to enjoy in Arabic? Like I enjoy reading. The verb is yes, استمتع. يستمتع الاستمتاع. Remember, this is the list of 1000 English and Arabic verbs that I'm working on. So this is list number 5, dealing with hobbies. And we will be working on the lists until we get to 1000 English and Arabic verbs. How do you like that? The next verb is to like. How do you say, I like cooking, for example? To like. You can type that in the chat if you want, and let me know. So in Arabic you say أحب, which is I like or I love, but a more common expression in this kind of context when you're talking about your hobbies is the verb أعجب. أعجب يعجب الإعجاب. So how would you say, for example, I like reading, using this verb? You can type that in the chat if you like. So you can say, yes, تعجبني المطالعة. تعجبني. You can also use it if you admire something, like a dress, for example. You can say, يعجبني هذا الفستان. Or هذا الفستان يعجبني. I like this dress. Next verb is to play. How do you say to play in Arabic? Do you know this verb? The verb, yes, is لعب. يلعب اللعب. Again, in the list of verbs on my YouTube channel, I give you the verb in Arabic in this way, because this is how we learn Arabic verbs. We learn them by learning the past form with huwa. So he did the action, because that's what represents the verb. That's the infinitive in Arabic. We don't have a separate form for the infinitive. So we use the past tense with huwa, then the present tense with huwa, then the noun form. So for this verb, it's لعب, يلعب, and the noun form is اللعب. Next verb is to play an instrument. To play an instrument. In English, you just say to play the piano or to play the guitar. In Arabic, we have a specific verb for playing an instrument. Do you know this verb? Yes, it's عزف. عزف يعزف, and the noun form is العزف. So you can say أستمتع بالعزف على البيانو. What does that mean? أستمتع بالعزف على البيانو. How do you say that in English? Yes, you say I enjoy playing the piano. Very good. Next verb is to continue. So sometimes you start a hobby and then you continue, or you don't continue. I'm teaching right now. I'm live on YouTube. My son's knocking on the door. So to continue is واصل with an alif. It sounds like wasala, to arrive, but this has an alif after the waw. واصل يواصل المواصلة. That's to continue. And how would you say, for example, I continued playing the guitar? Yes, you would say واصلت العزف على القيثار. Very good. Okay, next verb is to feel bored. And I'm adding bored here because this verb is specifically for feeling some kind of something, feeling something, feeling some way. To feel bored. Yes, it's the verb شعر, and it's always followed by be and then a noun form. So أشعر بالملل, أشعر بالملل. It's the same verb you use when you talk about whether you feel cold or hot or tired. You also will use the noun form after the be preposition. أشعر بالملل. So the verb is شعر يشعر and the noun form is الشعور. So sometimes you feel bored with a hobby and you pick up another hobby, right? And you start another hobby. What is the verb to start in Arabic? How do you say to start? Yes, the verb is بدأ يبدأ البدء. And that's to start. So you can say, I started playing the piano. بدأت أعزف على البيانو. Next verb is a verb you need when you want to join a club, for example, a sports club or an institute, music institute or something like that. So how would you say to join? Yes, it's انضم, انضم, ينضم, and the noun form is الانضمام. انضم, ينضم, الانضمام. By the way, I'll give you a Zoom link at the end of this 15-minute session, and we can meet on Zoom to actually talk about our hobbies. We can maybe read a text about someone using all these verbs in context. Next verb is to enter. So to enter into something, to enter into a kind of sport or something like that. So that would be دخل في. So to enter into maybe capoeira. Are you aware of capoeira? Do you know this sport? It's a Brazilian sport. It's a dance and a sport at the same time. Capoeira, they do all kinds of acrobatics, but it's also artistic at the same time. So you may want to say, I entered or I got into capoeira. دخلت في رياضة الكابويرا. To try to do something. How would you say that? To try to. The verb is حاول. حاول يحاول المحاولة. And then we have to try something. So حاول is to try to do something, okay? So maybe you can say he tried playing the piano, right? حاول العزف على البيانو, or حاول أن يعزف على البيانو. You have another verb which is to try something, not to try to do something, which is, what is it in Arabic? To try something, like to try candy, for example, or a sweet. Yes, it's جرب. جرب. جرب يجرب. التجربة or التجريب. You can use either one depending on the context. So I tried the candy would be جربت الحلوى, or I tried the piano. جربت البيانو. And then how about to keep up? Sometimes you have a hobby, but you don't practice it often enough, so you can't keep up with it. And that would be, what's the verb to keep up? It's واكب. واكب يواكب. المواكبة. Okay, let's do a couple of verbs, then we can go live on Zoom. The next verb is, by the way, I'll put the link to this vocabulary list, English and Arabic, the video about this list, in the description of this video, so you can read the verbs later. So how about to back out of a hobby? So sometimes you start a hobby, but then you don't like it anymore, so you back out, you quit. So you would say تراجع. رجع is to return. تراجع is to back out of a situation or any type of activity. تراجع. So let's see, or you can also say you change your mind about something, so you no longer want to do that thing, you back out of it. So it's تراجع, also in the abstract sense. How about to quit or to give up a hobby or an activity? How would you say that? You can say ترك or تخلى عن. تخلى يتخلى التخلي. So you can, if you quit the piano, then you say تخليت عن البيانو. Or you can also say تركت البيانو. To sign up for a course maybe, or a sport, you would say, how would you say that? To sign up. You can also say in English to register for a course. That would be سجل يسجل التسجيل. Okay, so we've gotten to the end of the 15 minutes. I will put the link to the Zoom session here, and you can join me on Zoom if you would like. Let me find it here. Okay, here it is. I include the password in case they ask you for it. They may not ask for it, but here it is. Okay, and I'm going to open my Zoom and wait for you to join me, okay? I'm opening my Zoom. And again, you can come every Tuesday at, well, I may change the time. I think I may move this to the evening, maybe 7 p.m. New York time. All right, I'm on Zoom. Let me see. By the way, what you see behind me is my book En arabe, je suis irakien. It's for people who are studying Arabic, who already know how to read and write and are stuck at the word level and want to move to the paragraph level. So check it out. This one is the French version. I also have the English version on Amazon. And of course in English it's called In Arabic I Am Iraqi. It's a workbook. In French it's called Cahier d'exercice. Okay, let me see. I don't see you coming to the Zoom session. I'll wait a couple of minutes. And if no one joins, I will just close the Zoom session and the live. Actually, I'll go ahead and close the live. I'll be removing this last part after the video publishes to YouTube. So are you coming to the Zoom session? I don't see you coming. Let me know in the chat if you're coming to the Zoom session. I'm waiting on Zoom. You can follow the link up here, up here. The Zoom link is in the chat. All right, I don't see anyone in the Zoom session, so I will close my live, and I hope to see you. Some people are shy, too shy to come on Zoom. I will only put the Zoom lesson on, I will only put the Zoom lesson on YouTube if you agree to be in my YouTube channel. I would have to get your permission on video to have you on my YouTube channel. If you don't agree, then you will not be on my YouTube channel. You will not be in the video. But I record it just in case. I think it's nice for learners to see other learners studying the language, and they can learn from the questions and answers in the video. Let me see. The Zoom link is in the chat, so join me if you would like to attend the Zoom session. You are welcome. Hello. Hi Jijek, how are you doing? أهلا وسهلا جيجك. كيف حالك؟ I can't hear you. لا أسمعك. Jijek? I can't hear you. Let me see. I think maybe. Oh yes, now I can hear you.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام. كيف الحال؟
بخير الحمد لله. كيف الحال؟
أنا بخير أيضا، شكرا. إذا هل استمعتِ إلى مفردات اليوم؟
نعم.
ممتاز. هل عندك سؤال عن أي فعل من هذه الأفعال؟
لا، أنا عندي سؤال.
ليس عندك سؤال؟
ليس عندي سؤال.
ممتاز. إذا هل أنت مستعدة؟ سنقرأ النص. هنا كتبت نصا عن شخص يمارس عدة هوايات. So I wrote a text about someone who practices different hobbies or several hobbies. ووضعت في هذا النص كل الأفعال التي رأيناها اليوم. طيب؟
طيب.
سأعود فقط لأنظر في يوتيوب. هناك شخص. هل ما زلت على يوتيوب؟
نعم.
ما زلت على يوتيوب. طيب ممتاز. إذن سأغلق البث الحي. I'll close the live.